there, Battle Brothers, and welcome to yet another video, and welcome to yet another review video. Today, we are once again reviewing a short story from the Warhammer Horus Heresy series. It is a part of the Age of Darkness book, a short story collection. Originally, I wanted to review the entire book, but then again, I said in my previous video, the more Warhammer videos, the better. And so far, this is the third short story in this collection, and it appears, as you know, I am progressing through the book, that it focuses on the very complex and tragic conflict from like different points of view, and it focuses on different aspects of that. So not only for example, in the first short story, we focused on Robert Grimont and Remus Ventanus, and how Robert wrote his Codex Astartes, and how he devised new ways of battle and new rules of engagement, and how they prepared for, you know, this very new thing, which is battling, you know, other Astartes. And then, of course, we got into a little bit of a subterfuge short story about an agent of the Alpha Legion. Here we are talking about two battle brothers. We are talking about an Ultramarine and a Salamander. The Salamander is called Hecatan, and the Ultramarine is called Arcades. And they are venturing into a planet called Bastia, along with an ex-remembrancer, because the remembrances have kind of been dissolved after the beginning of Horus Heresy. And then once again we are like kind of a deeper into Horus Heresy. It's definitely after Istvan V. It refers back to Istvan V a lot. I will get to that. And the Bastia planet is actually a planet that it hasn't yet decided whether it will follow Horus or whether it will remain faithful to the Emperor. So they are independent. It is an independent planet so far at the beginning of the short story. And instead of battling for the planet, both sides send their emissaries to the leaders of Bastia, so they can present their causes to the nobles and to the leaders of the planet. And so those two battle brothers, Hecatan and Arcades, are sent along with the ex-remembrancer there, and Horus sent a genuine remembrancer whose name I am blanking on, but that's really not all that important. If you want to read it, you will read it for yourselves. There will be spoilers in this review, by the way, so should you wish to read it for yourselves, just leave and come back later. And so at the beginning of the short story, they got shot down. Their like ship gets shot down, and they have to get to the leaders, to the main city, to the capital on foot. The Horus's envoy is already there. His messenger is already there, and we get there, and the trial, quote unquote, begins. They are presenting their own causes. Of course, the remembrancer who has been sent by Horus is taking advantage of the fact that the Astartes aren't really diplomats. They are warriors. They are bred for war. Now, the two Astartes, they're extremely interesting characters, because here we are getting deeper into the personalities of the different characters, even though they are side characters, even though they are just secondary characters, not at all so far very much important for the grander scheme of things. Because Hecatan of the Salamanders is one of the few Salamanders who escaped Istvan V. We know what happened at Istvan V at this point, right? And he suffers from post-traumatic stress disorder. Yeah. He's got trauma, whatever is it called. He's got the shakes, and he dreams about Istvan V and his fallen brothers, and Vulcan, who at this point of time, we don't know whether he perished or not on Istvan. So he's got the post-traumatic, is it stress disorder? Yeah. and the Ultramarine, he actually got injured at Ulanor, which is like the biggest victory of the Emperor recorded, which is kind of the last, as we know, the last campaign that he did personally, that he led personally. After that, he named Horus the War Master, and he left for Terra, and he basically gave the leadership to Horus and the other Primarchs. But he got the Arcades character. He got injured at Ulanor, and he went into coma, and he woke up after Horus Heresy began. So imagine into what he woke up, right? So extremely interesting characters who are like absolutely bloody, like damaged by one trauma or another. One was a witness to probably one of the greatest tragedies of Horus Heresy, Istvan V, where like seemingly 4 loyalist legions suddenly turned, and it was revealed that they were traitors and absolutely annihilated like their fellow battle brothers from other legions that remained loyal. It was absolute massacre. And the other one, just he went into coma in the moment of the Emperor's and the Imperium's greatest triumph, and woke up into Horus Heresy. Like, man, imagine now that of course shook up the psyche of even such a superhuman being as an Astartes. And so they send these two. They send these two to vouch for the Emperor and the Imperium. Might not have been the greatest idea, right? No, but it turned out that secretly Horus sent an Iron Warrior Space Marine to trigger atomic bombs or atomic explosives under the surface of Bastia and annihilate the entire planet. And before that, attempt to assassinate the envoy of, himself, War Master. Just absolutely F it up. But the two faithful or loyal Astartes, the Salamander Hecatan and the Ultramarine Arcades, they managed to save some of the people there, save some of the natives, save some of the nobles, but also save the envoy, the messenger of Horus, and escape the planet. Their own ex-remembrancer, she perishes as well. She was killed by the Iron Warrior. So, and a big spoiler, the Salamander gives his life. He sacrifices himself for Horus's messenger, actually, so that he can live, because he says, hey, brother, we swore, because they were hanging from a precipice, right? And there was lava down there when the planet was erupting after the atomic charges just exploded. And Arcades could only save one of them, and Hecatan says just save him, brother. We swore to protect the innocent, no matter who it is, right? Heartbreaking. This is what I like. It's a short story, 20-something, 30, 40 pages long short story about 2 battle brothers, about 2 space marines, 2 Astartes. But we are getting so deep into their psyche and what Horus Heresy did to them and did to their personalities and what it did to their emotions and to their, psychological aspects. But also we see the absolute heroic side of the Astartes, sacrificing themselves for the innocent. Absolutely beautiful. Heartwarming, but at the same time, heartbreaking short story. 100% recommend. Right, so let me know in the comments down below what you think. And that'll be all. Thank you very much for watching. And remember, the Emperor protects.